It's Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop hits, period. I love when this ambassador of the culture is here.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I've been dying to say, it's your host with the most, a.k.a. Finding Nemo, a.k.a. Need More Hoes.
Hello.
The legend, the icon, the ambassador of the culture, the freedom fighter. Snoop Dogg is here. How you doing, sir?
My dear brother, in my Louis Farrakhan voice, I'm going to say it to you like
Salam
this.
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, my dear brother. I am so proud of what you've been doing with this here radio station, my brother. I am truly honored to be here.
Let me tell you something. First and foremost, we thank you for these jobs. Because if it wasn't for people like you, we wouldn't have these jobs.
And y'all really working these jobs. I'm loving to see y'all go to the next level, man. I'm proud to see y'all working and y'all working hard. And y'all going to the next level. Y'all not just staying at a position, y'all moving up.
Let me tell you something, man. I can't think of one of them Snoopisms, but Snoop would probably say something like, "Yeah, you just gotta keep it moving because the shit's groovy."
You gotta keep it moving, man. It's groovy like a drive-in movie.
Say word. So listen, we got the because the powers that be behind the camera, they saying you gotta get the motherfucking business out of the way.
You gotta plug.
But let me ask you,
plug to play.
Coolaid. Coolaid.
Yeah.
Why Coolaid? Why now? And here's why I say that. You basically conquered the music scene. You're a mogul. You're on TV. Your movies. You're a product ambassador. You have several products out there. What is there to prove in the rap game still? Like, what makes you hungry to say, you know what, I'm putting out Coolaid?
There was a lot of lemonade being passed around.
Oh, no, I said, shit, it affected my house.
A lot of houses. So what I wanted to do was put something bittersweet in the streets because there was a lot of lemonade and it was sour.
Say word.
So I wanted to put something sweet out there and put them.
I put the double lock on my phone after that lemonade hit.
Believe it. So I put a Kool-Aid stand in every neighborhood and started serving Kool-Aid.
Understood.
You understand me? So that we can get that sweetness back out there. Now it's bittersweet. Everything's all right.
And here's the thing: the last project was so different and eclectic. And I mean, you really stretched yourself with the last project. Was it like, let me just bring it back, bring it back to this side, because you have a tendency to go out there and then come back.
Yeah.
With the Reggae Project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I do. I mean, I do me.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Snoop Dogg, he loves all styles of music, all genres of music. And realistically, I conquered hip-hop years ago.
Yes.
So to venture out and to find ways to better myself and to better reach styles of music that influenced me, I went and did the reggae record and fell in love with the whole culture. Did the record with Pharrell that was R&B and, singing and disco bass. You know what I'm saying? It was necessary. It's music that I love. And then I'm sitting back watching, listening, saying, you know what? I ain't made a hip-hop record in 4 years. That's what I need to do next. Matter of fact, I need to make a gangster rap album.
Yeah.
Let me get the formula for my first album cover, style of music, production, views, ideas, perspectives, Kool-Aid. Let's go.
So this is like one of those situations where, at this particular stage in your career, it's like, even though I don't want to be confined to a box, I'll let you know that I can still be in your box.
Oh, yeah, I can outbox you. Because that's what it's all about. Because rap created a lane for me to create other lanes. So it's my job to diversify my portfolio.
Say word.
Some of you may not understand what that means, but when you get into the business world, you'll understand fully what I mean by that. You want to diversify your portfolio so that way it's not just one particular thing you master, but you're a master of many different things, jack of all trades. And
I like the fact, I love the fact, 'cause I just saw the video for Kush-Ups, and I like the fact that somebody as scorching hot and one of your mentees, Wiz Khalifa, you could still be on a record with these guys. I don't care who it is, and you could still be Snoop Dogg and hold your own. Matter of fact, I overheard one of your conversations walking in. It's like you still got that motherfucking pound for pound. Like, hey, I still got bars for you, motherfuckers.
I really do, and I like to exhibit those bars from time to time. For example, the All the Way Up remix that's out right now, the G mix going up right now. I just did my part. I didn't expect to get what I'm getting, but everybody tell me, you killed that dog. That sound like the old Snoop. I like when they say that sound like the old Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, you play like the old Kobe. You play like the old Jordan. There's something about that memory that's staying in their head. So when they say that, I take it the right way, never the wrong way.
But here's the crazy part. The crazy part about it is, and I noticed it since the Reggae Project on through everything else, and every time you've been to Sirius XM, is a different energy that's around you, and it's a serious love energy. And I can say that to you man to man, because it's just, I've never saw like a situation where someone goes from one extreme and from one background to another, where you damn near, you just the lovable gangster. What a fucking oxymoron is that? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
It's what you give. If you give it, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when I was in my most gangsterous moments in life, I found time to show love and to spread love. I never was too gangster for my own good. Those guys end up dead or in jail. I was gangster enough to know that you have to be politically correct, and you have to be able to talk your way out of a certain amount of things, as opposed to work your way out of a lot of different things. And I learned that, and that's probably why I'm still here and respected and loved and appreciated, because I do more conversating than demonstrating.
Yeah. Coolaid is in stores right now, as well as everything that the TV show, The Moguls, is on TV now. The weed is out there now.
Nigga said it's out there now. Nigga's been out there. I can just get paid for it now and don't go to jail no more.
How about that? You know what? And I'm telling you, none of this is said in humor. I'm completely serious. Have you had a conversation with Hillary Clinton yet?
No, I haven't, but I was at the DNC representing on her behalf, performing, for the party or whatnot. But if I do have a conversation with her, one of my main concepts to speak to her will be about getting some of those brothers that's in jail for marijuana, getting that taken off of their record and getting them released from jail.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many people non-color that are getting paid and profiting off of this marijuana business, and there's so many people with color
that's serving time.
Exactly. So we need to even the playing field out. If we're going to start exonerating or whatever that word is called, we need to figure that part out and start releasing them first and foremost. Because America's eating right now.
The president just pardoned like 241 people.
How many of them were marijuana cases?
I don't know. I get to the background.
He need to just go do 240 on straight marijuana. Matter of fact, 420. I'm finna let 420 of you niggas out.
On marijuana.
And you understand me? It's what Obama should do on the way out, because he's the president. I'm gonna act a nigga on the way out. Y'all didn't like me no way. I'm finna act a nigga. I'm finna let 420 of my niggas out. Don't ask why. They out.
Yeah. So
I did my part.
But I'm serious. Like in another thing that you've been championing is the whole marijuana thing. And I know that you're a big sports fan.
Yes.
All these guys are getting busted for.
See, that's what I want to. I'm glad you said that. Now, did you know that Major League Baseball and National Hockey League don't test for marijuana?
I didn't know that.
Oh no, and those contracts are guaranteed in those two sports.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that basketball and football, no guaranteed contracts, and they getting tested for weed?
Yeah, but the football thing is kind of,
The football thing should be a pass, because if you're getting concussions and you're putting your body on the line, you need something to exuberate that pain. And those pills sometimes don't do the trick as much as that medical marijuana.
And with the opiates in the pills, these guys are getting hooked to stronger drugs, et cetera,
anyway,
et cetera. Yeah.
That you can't wing off. You can't wing him off of that.
Yeah.
So my cry to the players, whoever the president, commissioner, whatever that title was called, get with me. Let's go sit down with Roger Goodell, and let's not hash this thing out, but let's
You're the hash.
Let's work this thing out, man. Let's figure it out, because y'all taking too many.
Let's roll this thing up.
Yeah, y'all taking too many good players off of their teams behind nothing.
Yeah.
And then serious infractions where, cheating and things of that nature, or domestic violence or anything that's violent, don't get handled like the marijuana gets handled. I'm not saying take one or the other, but the weed thing should be out of the books.
What do you say to these guys when here's the thing. Now, if your job gave you a day, we're going to start testing you on Friday, November 6th. Get your shit together. You can smoke weed all the way up until Friday, November 6th. What do you say?
I may have overslept Friday, November 5th with 2 bad ones in my room. You understand me? And damn, they at the door. I need y'all to help them get out. They finna come test. They at the door. It's too late.
It's too late.
Tell them I ain't here.
I got you.
See, some of the guys violated for not taking the test. See, that's what you didn't know that too.
Le'Veon Bell. Come on, Le'Veon. You missed your appointment. Your ringer didn't go off.
5 in the morning?
Okay, come on, Le'Veon.
But he's never had a bad test.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm going to ride with the Steelers. You know me.
I know you.
I'm going to ride with my boys. I say y'all gave Tom Brady, and I hate to be dry snitching, but I'm going to right now. Tom Brady was suspended for 4 games last year, right?
This year coming
up.
No.
Okay. Last year.
Last year, yeah, they postponed
4 games last year, right? Who was he supposed to play the first game of the season? The Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 nights before the first game, his thing was uplifted, and he got to play, and they beat us. I didn't like that. Then they take my player, Le'Veon Bell, suspend him for 2 games.
There's another guy on the team, too. What was he doing? Drinking lean?
Who?
It's like 2 Steelers there, 2 key Steelers that
No.
out.
Martavius Bryant didn't take the test.
Okay.
That's the second test that he failed to not take. He didn't take it. He didn't test dirty. He didn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't take it 2 times, it's automatic suspension for a year.
Yeah. So
the rules is messed up, man. I really want to be the advocate for the marijuana laws for the football players in the NBA because I'm qualified for the job, and I'm going to fight for that job because
pretty much you've been the advocate of marijuana, or you know, you've been for lack of the face.
True.
You know, so that's what I was saying. Like, I think it's very important because this is a big referendum on with a lot of states. You know, and you have the ear to Hillary.
How many people from Denver, Colorado caught cases that play for the Broncos? None.
Mm-hmm.
Because their system must be working with their system. So when you catch these guys that are in cities where they play for this city and they went to jail in that city, what does that mean? That city don't really fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
The police don't really fuck with you. Because if I was a police officer and you played for my favorite team, I'm going to give you a slap on the wrist and tell you, look here, nigga, don't do that no more. I gave you a warning.
Yeah.
You understand me? But I'm not finna be the police officer that takes you down to the station and get you 4 games suspended and you play on my favorite team.
Destroys your career.
Come on, man.
877-604-4746. This is Sarge OQ Revue. The great Snoop Dogg is back in the house with us. We'll have more in a minute. Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop hits, period. The Sarge OQ Revue. Snoop Dogg is here with us.
Yes, sir.
Keeping our lights on. You know, Coolaid is in stores. All of his stuff is in stores. I love you. How's it feel, you know, doing the radio run and being on this side of the mic?
It's dope. I like being asked questions because I usually be the one doing the interviewing, so it feels good to be
I
on
wish
the
we
other
could do
side.
shit like you do it. You fucking smoking.
I do what the fuck I want to do.
Oh my God.
I have a naked bitch dance in front of you while we interview and just fuck your whole interview up.
And let me tell you how.
Like, I was about to
Let me tell you how you know I'm an avid watcher. All the girls' names: Stormy Weather. You know,
stormy fronts, thunderclaps. I'm
like, fuck the interview. Let's just get to the goddamn weather report. You know, yo, you really, and you know what? I think that makes you a great interview. You got this connection with people that's just impeccable. I mean, like, you know,
make them feel at home. One thing about me, don't nobody come on my show scared. It's never a gotcha. I don't ever give them. This is what we're gonna act. Nigga, we come on the show. What's happening, my nigga? What's up, nigga? What's happening? What you been up to, God, nigga? You ready, nigga? We been rolling.
Yeah.
We already been rolling. So it's like the interview is just why you see them mistakes.
Especially with artists, like
yes.
like you know, for a person that you just completely wipe out all of the preconceived notions about marijuana. Your fucking memory is sharp. You know every sample and every goddamn break beat and all this stuff like that. And you go one for one with everybody. You know, I'm just so much more impressed with you as an interviewer than
that's right.
And sometimes that's why I was wondering why you came back to the music like that.
It's, you know what, everything I do is fun.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun. Like this record, I was going on tour with Wiz, even if I had this record out or not. But it made more sense to have a record out to give people some fresh, you know, game.
Yeah.
And let them know that I'm still able to do it. And then at the same time, this is why I do it. I mean, I'm a rapper by nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to put a record out when I want to.
That's cool. How you like this new environment of putting out music now, you know?
It's dope because you get feedback immediately. When I first started making records, you had to wait a long time to get feedback because there was no internet, there was no social media. So when New York played your record in LA, you'd have to go to New York to hear your record, or you'd have to wait for some sort of report to get that information. It's like the telegram system, you know what I'm saying? So now that you're able to drop music and the people can say, nah, that shit whack, or that's hot. You right now, you getting the feedback that you need, and that's good for artists because now we know what to stay on.
Yeah, I had a long ride in a foreign country, and the person who I was riding with, they're a Biggie fan, and then we just pressed play, and I heard that I'm sitting in the crib dreaming about Learjets and coupes,
and how to sell records like Snoop,
how salt shoops, and how to sell records like Snoop.
Oops.
How do you feel when you hear that? But like when you by yourself, fuck it, you know, all the.
I'm gonna fuck you up even more than that. How did I feel when a nigga walked me in the studio? When Biggie walked me in his studio and he had Premier in his studio, he had Easy Mo B in this studio, he had another nigga in this, he had like 4 different studios and all of them was being occupied by him, and he took me in a room and me and him was smoking a blunt and he played that motherfucker. Just what you just said.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, we was sitting right, like how you sitting there, he was looking at me when he said it to see what my reaction was gonna be. All I did was just put my head down like, God damn, that shit is hard, God.
The guy who hip hop deems as one of their top of the tops looked at you as a icon, even in that environment, to say, God damn, you know, it doesn't even matter the attention and the energy. Remember we talked about energy earlier. The energy, I still got to give you your props regardless.
But see, the energy was given to him.
Yeah.
That's how he could give the energy back. Snoop Dogg respected Biggie. Snoop Dogg loved Biggie. Snoop Dogg did shit stand up for Biggie. It's footage of me and Biggie on stage rapping in LA, New York. Like we did shit many times together where he had my back, I had his back. So it was only right to represent a true friendship in a time when it was war. Yeah. Remember, that was war time.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, you gotta understand. I was just getting in New York in the 90s and everything like that, and working part-time jobs, but just entrenched with the culture and watching the videos and watching the story. Oh, they shooting a video in Queens and da da da. You know what I'm saying? And now just the 360 of it. You know, you're gonna have to put this. Are you thinking about like a even though you're still current and everything like that, you still have you stopped to say, you know what, I got to put this stuff in a book?
Not really. I'm too busy playing the game. You know,
yeah.
I'm like an athlete that's in the middle of his season. How can I look at my highlights when I got another game to play?
Because here's the thing, well, and I want you to live 1,000 years, and people have books out now that are current, you know. But I just don't want any, like I have to have that. I think as a fan or admirer, like people have to have these stories and just get things from your perspective, because we left to assume.
You're right, and if it's not told by me, it may be told the wrong way.
The wrong way. Like I don't want Prince's shit to be told the wrong way.
You're right.
Even as a fan, you know.
You're right, and I respect you saying that, and I'm gonna put thought on that because I've heard that before. As far as Snoop, don't look at what others have done. Just look at what you need to do as far as telling your story, and you're able to tell your story because your mind is right. You're strong, and you're able to demand what you need to do to make it be seen the way it's supposed to be seen. Now, when I'm old and fall off, they're not gonna listen to me.
Yeah.
While I'm on top, I'm able to dictate and tell them the way I think the story in the book should be. So you may be right.
So I actually saw that you met with the police officers in LA UN game and some other leaders. How is it? How do you feel about this time that we're in? And how do you feel about what's happening? You guys been talking about particularly West Coast. You guys had the balls in the just the backbone to put it on wax. Starting off with the NWAs onto you, and how do you feel about this time?
Well, we always grew up with a hate for police, and it's visible to see why. There were no cameras when we was getting beat by the police. There was no cameras when our homies was getting shot and doing, whatever they was doing to them back in the day. So we thankful that they do have cameras, but you see the law still don't work for us.
Yeah.
So what happened was, you got to understand in LA, when we do, the rest of the world follow.
Yeah.
Meaning that if we was to take off and start a riot, trust me, there'd be 50 other riots around the whole globe.
Which has happened.
Exactly. So what we wanted to do was take a stand on putting water on the fire. Let's see if we exalted peace and put water on the flame to see if that could spread as opposed to the negative. And we put the peace down, and I got a call from Mark Cuban. He wanted me to help him with the Dallas police. Got a call from other people who doing the same thing, that's meeting with police in their communities. Then I seen the NBA players step up, seen Michael Jordan step up. I'm just watching people just after we did what we did, doing what they do. And it's not we want credit or, hey, we were the first ones. This is a movement for everybody. Yeah. So whether you do it in the beginning, the end, whether you do a little or a lot, just do your part.
Yeah. Coolaid is in stores, and everything that you do is in stores, and I want everybody to support everything that you do. But bigger than that, I just want to say thank you for what you do for this culture. I'm always tell you, anytime I see you, thank you, and you're appreciated. And I'm putting it out I'm putting it in the energy out right now. Even though you're doing everything current, I think that next year, that just like they do those hip hop honors and everything, I want you to just sit back and just chill out, man. And have whoever you want to honor you, and just, you've been through so much, man. We watch your life on the screen, from the shy motherfucker to this, look like you was trying to hide behind the camera to this outspoken, spokesman for the culture, man. I thank you so much.
No, thank you for listening, for paying attention, for putting in your issue, for being inspired by, and also creating your own lane and your own voice, and being the voice of the future, because without you, we ain't gonna be able to get off what we trying to get off. You the voice for those who can't speak. You the ear for those who can't hear.
Well, church,
preach,
tabernacle.
Ain't it, man?